Hi, what's up, bro? How do you cope with your university stuff? I mean, I'm already overwhelmed with the homework. Fortunately, there is an interesting project about the history of my family. So I've already done some research and I'm surprised with its results.
Hi, my darling. Oh, you're right. This project is really useful. I have found some information about my family. And what facts did you discover?
So there is a huge amount of facts to tell in one sentence. Maybe it's better to find out new details step by step. And also at the same time we can make a comparison, isn't it? Don't you mind?
Of course, it will be the best way of making a comparison. I have made the family tree, and now you can see it. Look at this. At the bottom of it, you can see two of my great grandfathers. They were soldiers. They took part in the Second World War. To be honest, I couldn't find more information about my ancestors. And what about your ancestors?
um, my research is not as deep as I wanted to, so we have some similarity. And yes, both my great grandfathers came through the war too. However, none of them decided to talk about it with their relatives, and the theme of the war was closed for them. Therefore, only their awards on the shelves can tell me about their feats. It's hard to imagine what people had to go through, what they had to feel, that now they decline to remember their past. It's still the secret for me. But let's talk about our nationality. Where did your ancestors Come from?
It's interesting, I guess. My ancestors come from Ukraine. That is why my surname is a little bit strange. Also, I know that my grandparents moved to Nizhny Novgorod in the 80s in the 20th century.
Oh, oh, it's strange. It's good. Seriously speaking, the school that you know where your relatives are now, because sometimes people lose their history because of the unawareness of their family. Talking about my ancestors, they all came from the village Abayimovo. The father's relative, father's relative uh, is my great grandmother. She was born in 1891 and she lived there too. All my relatives had secondary education except the last two generations. And what about your family?
My mom and dad have higher education. They have finished Technical University in Nizhny Novgorod, and my grandparents also studied there. And to be honest, my family um, has a technical mindset, but me, I'm an exception because I don't like maths or everything which is connected with it.
It's cool because all people are different and but you have to be proud of them, don't you? Um, and I've forgotten about my great grandfather. He founded two schools in my town, so he was a historian. My grandfather told me that he had been a really hard-working assertive and strict, disciplined man. And now, when I know that I have a responsibility to be a worthy great granddaughter of a worthy great grandfather. So we have always been a close knit family, and now we also try to keep connection with um, with the distant relatives, but with distant relatives, but it's difficult.
Um, oh, sure, I am proud of my family members. And speaking about your great grandfather, it seems that he was a really smart and wonderful man because he made a lot to other people. To be honest, I have one dream. I want to meet my distant relatives because I want to know them better. I would like to know their hobbies, interests, and so on. Maybe we will find the common language with each other.
So we both have extremely interesting stories about which we can talk for hours, but we should probably go. So let's discuss it a bit later.
Sure, let's go.
Sure, sure. Let's go. Как это сделать?